Well, good. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I hope you're all getting help with this. I hope you are slowly coming to think like, yeah, now I understand. Now I understand why I struggle with some people. Or now I understand why I struggle with some things. Now, in this one, we're going to talk about some insights, some leadership insights that maybe could be helpful, could just help you see how to be able to lead well. And remember, we talked about know yourself to lead yourself. If you're seeking to grow, you're seeking to do something about your life, you're seeking to work on an area around your life, maybe some of the insights for each of these voices we're going to talk about might be helpful to pay attention to. So let's talk about nurturers. Nurturers, these are some insights you need to pay attention to, some things you need to try do. And I'll ask you to pick two of the things, just pick two of them and see if you can act on them and see if they'll help you. Number one, when you speak, you represent 40% of people. Your views and opinions truly matter. Remember, we said nurturers are 43%. So when you speak, you're representing 43% of the population. Your views and opinions truly matter. So don't always be thinking you're not good enough, you're insignificant, nobody wants to listen to you, you have nothing to say. No, you have something to say. Go ahead and say it. People see you as a highly skilled professional. People see you as a very highly skilled professional. It's time you started to believe that. Because of the way you do stuff, people see you as a very skilled person. You're very skilled. You're good at what you do. Go ahead and do it well. People chose you to lead because they believe in you. Act knowing that you belong. The hardest thing for most naturals is always acting that they belong, because they don't want to come like they are very, they want to always hide behind things. They don't want to be seen in front of everybody else. They want to do things in the background. And sometimes they always feel like they need to be invited, they need to be given permission to speak. Fourth, learn to challenge the views of the voices in your team when you believe they are wrong. When you believe someone is wrong, learn to challenge it. Challenge it. Don't always be like, yeah, it's okay. It's fine. But challenge it. Fifth, embrace change and help lead it. Don't be passive and function as a victim of it. Embrace change and help lead it. Sixth, people trust your judgment and genuinely want to hear your opinion. True, people trust your judgment because most naturals tend to look like they're grounded, they're solid, and people want to really hear their opinion. Use that as a springboard for influence. You can speak the truth kindly. You can speak the truth kindly, because I'm yet to meet an arrogant natural. And so when you say the truth, people take it serious. So go ahead and do that. When people challenge your views and opinions, they're trying to help. It's not a personal attack. And then pioneers are not as insensitive as they look. They just see the world different from you. That's number 8. So out of those 8, pick an area that you feel like, yeah, I think I need to work on this. Pick 2 and work on them. And if natural is your second voice, then pick 1. If natural is your second voice, pick 1. Let's talk about creative. So creative, remember, creative, future ideas, innovation, and organizational integrity, thinking out of the box. So for creative, number 1, learn to celebrate the win, even if the result is not what you're quite looking for. It's not as perfect as you're looking. Just learn to celebrate it. Yeah, it's good. You've got it. Celebrate it. When the members of your team critique your vision and ask for details, they are genuinely trying to help. Number 2, they're genuinely trying to help you, and they're asking for you. Like, yeah, they're asking for details. They're just trying to help you communicate exactly what you mean. Number 3, don't play safe. Give yourself permission to think outside the box. Don't play safe. Think outside the box. Go out there and dream. Simply because people have told you, oh no, you're wrong, doesn't mean that you really now need to shut up and never speak. Go ahead and speak. Go ahead and share. Dream. It's okay to be wrong. Sometimes it comes with the territory of being a creative and imagination. It's okay. to be wrong sometimes. It's okay to be wrong. Don't hold yourself back. When you see an imminent opportunity or threat, it may actually be further than you think. So don't be so much preoccupied on the danger that you're seeing or the opportunity you're seeing, because it may be so far away than you actually think it is. Financial realities are important. Financial realities are very key. Good enough may be good enough sometimes. When you're told, okay, it's okay, that's good enough. It's okay to accept that's good enough. Financial realities are you can't ignore them. People are not deliberately ignoring ideas. It's really hard to listen to a creative. It's really hard to hear creative. That's number 7. And lastly, you don't have to prove your worth to your teams. Relax and trust your unique contribution you bring. You don't have to prove yourself to your teams. Sometimes because you struggle with communication, you don't have to really now prove yourself like, guys, no. Just relax and trust your unique contribution, because you always bring unique ideas to the table. So that's for creative. Just some things. Pick 2 out of those things I've said and just see how you can be able to put them into some work to help you grow. For Guardian, again, you select 2 out of the following 8 things that I'll say. Number 1, how you communicate is important. Volume and sensitivity. It's possible to be right and wrong at the same time. How you communicate is very important. You could be right and wrong at the same time. So that volume and sensitivity, pay attention to that. Learn to value the future-oriented voices. They drive innovation and progress. As Guardian try to honor the past, value the guys who are thinking about the future. Learn to value that. Don't be so much the one pulling them down and bringing them back to whatever maybe they had already considered. Sometimes goalposts move on projects and it's not anyone's fault. Sometimes goalposts might shift. Something was happening, it might be shifted, it might be moved, and deadlines might change, and it's nobody's fault. So just appreciate that. Learning to compromise is a healthy part of a team life. Learning sometimes say, it's okay, guys, it's okay. We can wait for 2 minutes. We can wait for someone who's yet to arrive. Sometimes it might just be what might help your team become more cohesive and more caring for each other. Be careful constantly driving yourself, and your team will eventually lead to burnout and resentment. Be careful. Constantly pushing for this perfectionist, for this result, for this due diligence might actually make your team eventually burn out and resent you. Take time to invest in your key relationships today. You are not defined by your task achievements alone. Invest in some key relationships. Identify some key relationships and invest on those ones. Your team knows you're competent, but do they really know that you care? Do they know that you care? They know you're amazing, you're competent, but sometimes you don't even know their second name. You don't even know where they stay. Lastly, networking events on social media platforms are not a waste of time. They're not a waste of time. So those are Guardian. Pick 2 and see what you can work on. For Connector, I'm gonna say 8 things and pick out of those 8 things the ones you can really work on. 2, just pick 2. When people reject your ideas, it's not personal, but sometimes it fails. When people say no to what you're suggesting, it's not personal, sometimes it fails. Hinting at your frustrations with teammates does not guarantee anyone has truly heard you. Sometimes because connectors, you don't want to really say clearly how you are hurt. You might hint, and that's probably not going to help everybody understand, like, oh, he's not happy. No, just say it. People will critique your ideas. Try avoid becoming overly defensive so soon. People will critique your ideas. People will come and say, oh no, that cannot work. Don't start being too defensive so soon. It's okay to be you. When you believe something passionately, never be afraid to share it. Believe something passionately, don't shy away from sharing it. When you speak, complete your sentences. Stay focused on one idea at a time. When you speak, don't be so much excited about what you're sharing until you go on and rambling over things. Nah, stay focused on one idea. Be consistent in your external communication. Avoid temptation to sell to individuals ahead of the meeting. Connectors have a tendency of, before the meeting, they've already started calling people and trying to. No, just be consistent in your external communication. Don't make people always wondering, hey, why is he really too much? Be intentional. Take time to think culture where every voice can bring their best. Connector might be so excited and tend to ignore other people because of the excitement of the idea, and sometimes feel like you don't get me on all those things. And then be patient with those who due diligence process is rigorous, painful, and time consuming. Be patient with the guardians and that is because they're going to help you make sure you don't ignore what you need to pay attention to. Well, so those are 8 areas. Pick one, pick 2. And if you are a second voice connector, pick just one that you can work on. Lastly, for this is a pioneer. I'm going to again say 8 things. Pick those, pick 2 out of those that you can work on. So beware of intellectual superiority complex. You don't always have all the best ideas. Sometimes you are actually wrong. Pioneer, be careful because sometimes you might be very wrong. Take time to truly hear the views and opinions of others on the team. Take time to truly listen to others in the team. That's number 2. Take time to listen to other people in the team. Don't think that your ideas are the ones that needs to be listened to only. Be careful to listen to others in the team. Beware of the power of your voice. In a moment of frustration, you can do a lot of damage. In a moment of frustration, you can mess up big time. And you can mess up and really cause a lot of pain. Only 7% of the people view the world through your eyes. Remember, winning is not a driving motivation for most people. Most people, winning is not a driving motivation. Most people are just somewhere because it's nice to be there. They're not looking to win. They're not looking to really achieve anything. They're just there because it's nice to be here. Your team knows you're competent, but they're not convinced you know anything about them or their life outside work. They know you're amazing. They know you can get the results done, but they're not sure you even know that they have children at home. They're not sure you even know that they have something going on at home. This every pioneer always laughs to the next one that I'm gonna say. Find a nurturer and ask them to mentor you on how they see the world. Every pioneer laughs at that. You wonder what? Yeah, but you need to find a nurturer and let this nurturer help you see, hey guys, this is how we see the world. For us, the world is full of people that we need to care for. You want results, but people are also very important. Take time each day to encourage someone who doesn't deserve it. Every pioneer goes like, what? No. For me, everybody must deserve my appreciation. If they don't deserve it, I'm not going to give it away. But take time to encourage someone who don't deserve it. If you're wrong as a pioneer, fight your natural instincts because you always have this instinct to defend, to fight, justify your decision, and deflect blame. Fight that. You will earn respect and influence if you own up to your mistakes. If you discover you are wrong, owning up to your mistakes will help you and you'll earn a lot of respect. So, again, if you're a pioneer, pick 2 areas of growth from there and see if you can be able to work on those to grow as a leader. Well, I hope this helps. You just see some areas of growth that you can pick up on, and so that at least you can be able, as a leader, as you know yourself, as you build yourself, see how you can be able to lead well and lead your life well and achieve the things you need to achieve. Thank you very much for listening to this, and I hope this helps you and even whets your appetite to want to learn more about these 5 voices. Thank you.